I know the Air is supposed to be super light, but this is actually a pretty heavy box. Focus on this. Here's the satisfying part. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. Straight out the box, we have the laptop, of course. Okay, it has a good weight to it. You guys can see the Apple logo just on there, of course. I will unwrap that in just a bit. With it, we have the braided USB-C to MagSafe 3 cable. This matches the color of your MacBook Air. Of course, you also get a power adapter with it so you can charge up your MacBook. There's two options that you can get. One of those options being the 35-watt dual USB-C port, which I think is the default, possibly. That's the one that I got. And then there's also the option to opt for a 70-watt single USB-C port power adapter, and that one I believe is the fast charging one. So if you would like to get that fast charging, then you might want to opt for the 70-watt instead. Lastly, of course, we get like the user manual, the guide, whatever. This comes with just about every single Apple product ever. Oh my goodness, I got makeup smudged on this. This is really awful. You can see the smudge. I need to wash my hands. It does come with a user manual. I believe this is also where you get your Apple stickers. And the Apple stickers match the color of whatever MacBook it is that you just received. And now for the fun part, which is unwrapping the MacBook herself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it looks, oh my goodness. She looks so pretty. You can see the reflective Apple logo on the top, which I've heard is different from previous MacBook models. I was a little nervous getting this in the color Starlight just because of the fact that I don't know anyone personally who has this in the color Starlight. Everyone I know only has it in Midnight or Space Gray or Silver. So this is completely new to me. It's more of like a silvery gold, grayish gold, I want to say, or a silvery kind of gold. Even on camera, I don't think that this is getting the accurate color. Maybe I'll try to color grade or something to like get it closer to the accurate color, but it's so pretty. Now is the moment of truth where we're now going to open up the MacBook. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting. Why is it not coming off? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi. Genuine like raw reaction to this because I've never had an actual MacBook. Like already the display looks fantastic, might I say that. And so, oh my goodness, this looks fantastic. Some more unboxing to do because I ordered several accessories to go with this MacBook. These items are large. All of these items are things that I bought off of Amazon. Each of these things will be linked down below. And yeah, I ordered these all a couple days ago. They all came in yesterday. This first item is a laptop sleeve. Did have a laptop sleeve before, but it's just, I didn't really like how it was. It literally was just like more so just a pocket that was removable. So the top was just open, exposed. I really did not like using that with my previous laptop. I do like this one because this gives you some nice enclosure all around. I know that like down here on the bottom end, there is some like reinforcement to help prevent any negative impact on your MacBook. It is very soft inside. And what's that? It comes with an accessory pouch. Like this is perfect because I can fit basically all of my little tech related items. I can fit all of my chargers in here, and cables, adapter, microfiber cloth if needed, hard drives as well, external hard drives, and flash drives as well. I feel like this one was just really good bang for your buck, honestly. Next item I got is a screen protector. Hear me out. I do plan on returning this because I know there's like a lot of risks I've heard to adding a screen protector onto your Mac, not to mention, especially with the newer Macs, I heard that they have like a coating and everything that is already on the outside of the screen. Even though this isn't even a glass screen protector, I genuinely I don't want to take the risk associated with attaching this, and then the risk also associated with removing screen protectors. I've heard the horror stories, I've seen pictures, and I just don't want to go that route. I just don't want to risk it. Rather than using a screen protector, I'm probably going to return it and just opt for using a microfiber cloth to be wiping my screen from time to time, especially if there are fingerprints or little smudges on it. Our third item here, I know I've heard about the alleged risks. I say alleged because I know so many people who use these and nothing has actually happened that is negative to their MacBooks. I understand there's an alleged risk associated with a hard case. I scuffed up my former laptop pretty badly, even with it being inside of like a sleeve most of the time when I wasn't using it. This just gives me a little bit more peace of mind. I know there's alleged risks associated with putting this on your MacBook. People say that it does something to the hinges, but I've heard that's only for the heavy duty shells and the heavy duty like cases. Just make sure you find a good case. Personally, that's what I would say. Lastly, there is one more item. I don't have it on hand right now, but once it gets delivered, insert video clips here. I got an adapter. This is a pretty popular item for people to get once they get a Mac. If it was like one of the more recent MacBooks, there's such a limited port selection on the MacBook. You literally only get like 2 USB-C ports, and then you just have your charging port as well. The adapter that I got has 6 ports. There's one for HDMI cables. There are 3 USB 3 ports. There is a port for reading SD cards and TF cards, which are the really tiny ones as well. I highly recommend that you go ahead and get yourself an adapter if you are on the fence about that, because I genuinely don't think that there is any downside to getting an adapter and giving yourself that ability to use more than just a USB-C port, especially if you're a student and you need to plug in your laptop to other things, flash drives and whatnot, you know, an HDMI cable if you have like a display. I have a display in my room in my apartment back on campus, so I will be using this adapter on a daily basis. Okay, so lastly, why a MacBook Air? My current laptop, which I have been using for about 2 to 3 years now, it's a Lenovo ThinkPad that was handed down to me. It's begun to slow down a lot, and I do find it acting quite a bit glitchy from time to time. One key is completely missing. Several others are loose and unable to be properly reattached back to the keyboard itself. And this makes it really difficult to type. And I type a lot as a student. One of the USB-C ports also just doesn't work. Overall, she wasn't completely falling apart or anything, but it just felt like it was time to make a switch and invest in a brand new laptop. I've been thinking about macOS and switching to that for a really long time now, actually. I already own a ton of Apple products. I have an iPhone, an iPad, AirPods, and then also I am really familiar with macOS already as a whole. It is the operating system that I use on the daily for my on-campus job. Everything just came down to a genuine personal preference. Over the past year and a half, I have come to really enjoy using macOS. So I figured that it might be worth the shot to make the switch over to macOS from Windows. It's just one tip. And my one tip is just to make sure that you consider all of your pricing options before you go ahead and buy a MacBook, since MacBooks are not that cheap. They are not that cheap. Oftentimes retailers are actually going to sell MacBooks at a price that is lower than Apple's itself. So sometimes that can save you literal hundreds of dollars. For me, my MacBook was bought at Best Buy at a price just over $1,000. for 16 and 512 gigs. If you compare that to the exact same model, if bought from Apple, that would have been a grand total of over or about $1,200, and that's just with education pricing. So just be sure to check all of your options first. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful to those of you interested in purchasing a MacBook or just looking into making a switch over from Windows to macOS as a whole. If you're interested in something like a what's on my MacBook or seeing how I go ahead and choose to customize my brand new first ever MacBook, please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, of course. Well, yeah, I gotta finish setting up and customizing and getting used to my first ever MacBook. So I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye.